Warm greetings from TNU Academy. Today in this session, we will discuss about ISO 14971 standard, which is the application of risk management to medical devices. Let me quickly tell you about the key takeaways of this session. At the end of this session, you will be able to understand what is ISO 14971 standard all about. What is the relation between ISO 14971 and ISO 13485? Role of top management in risk management. And the last one is risk management plan as per ISO 14971. So let's start our discussion and discuss what is ISO 14971 standard is all about. ISO 14971 addresses risk management and is the international standard designed for the medical device industry. This standard defines the best practices throughout the entire life cycle from design to distribution and maintenance. Additionally, ISO 14971 provides a throughout explanation of terms and definitions. It is paramount for your organization to guarantee that your products are safe and effective, and having a risk management systems in place is crucial. This standard specifies terminology, principles and a process for risk management of medical devices, including software as a medical device and in vitro diagnostic medical devices. The process described in this standard intends to assist manufacturers of medical devices to identify the hazards associated with the medical device, to estimate and evaluate the associated risks, to control these risks, and to monitor the effectiveness of the controls. The requirements of this standard are applicable to all phases of the life cycle of a medical device. The process described in this standard applies to risk associated with a medical device, such as risk related to biocompatibility, data and system security, electricity, moving parts, radiation, and usability. The process described in ISO 14971 can also be applied to products that are not necessary medical devices in some jurisdictions and can also be used by others involved in the medical device life cycle. This standard does not apply to decisions on the uses of a medical device in the context of any particular clinical procedure or business risk management. The ISO 14971 standard requires manufacturers to establish objective criteria for risk acceptability but does not specify acceptable risk levels. Risk management can be an integral part of a quality management system. However, this standard does not require the manufacturer to have a quality management system in place. Now let us discuss what is the relation between ISO 14971 and ISO 13485. ISO 14971 and ISO 13485 2016 are related because they work together to create a QMS that is functional and addresses risk. ISO 13485 is focused on regulatory and customer requirements and for medical devices, as ISO 13485 requires risk analysis and record keeping pertaining to any risk. ISO 13485 looks to ISO 14971 for guidance. ISO 14971 is more detailed when it comes to risk management requirements. We will now discuss what is the role of top management in risk management. The foundation of the risk management process must be top management. Top management has the responsibility for determining whether the product risks are acceptable or not. Further, they must be responsible for making sure there are adequate and appropriate resources for conducting risk management assessments and that these assessments are effective. They must ensure that the management processes are described, documented and controlled as part of quality system procedures. Risk management is also multifaceted and the responsibility of risk management should go beyond top management. Most organizations think of product developers and engineers taking on the majority of risk management roles beyond top management. Although developers and engineers play a pivotal role, risk management is a comprehensive process that requires all functional areas of the medical device company. This should encompass business development, marketing, manufacturing, sales, and end users. Now finally, let us discuss about the risk management plan as per ISO 14971. ISO 14971 provides a framework for risk management plan for your organization as applied to medical devices. From initial analysis to risk control evaluation, the probability and frequency of harm can be assessed, analyzed, managed. The risk management plan as per ISO 14971 is a multi-step approach which we will discuss now. First one is risk analysis and management plan. When you create a management plan, you need to address risk management and analysis. A mitigation plan should outline the risk management plan, the required resources, and the training and experience of those calculating the risks. Measure and monitor processes as required in ISO 13485. A risk management plan must include the following criteria. The organization must define the risk management activities and which products are included within the risk management plan. Multiple products may be able to be described within a single risk management plan. The organization must describe the intended use of the products. It is paramount to describe all risk management plans throughout the product life cycle. The risk management plan must describe the roles and responsibilities of personnel. Identification of the risk management team that will be reviewing and approving documents is also necessary to address. Define criteria for the product's risk acceptability. Define the methods to verify that the risk control measures are implemented and work. Describe how post-production information will be captured and fed into risk management activities. The second one is organizational commitment. As required in ISO 13485, organizational commitment and involvement are essential. Risk objectives are part of the organization's goals and resources must be allocated to properly mitigate risk. Management commitment to risk analysis is necessary for medical device facilities. It is commonplace for medical device companies to believe that risk management should be in the hands of developers and engineers designing new products. Although these employees play an important role, medical device risk management is comprehensive and needs to be addressed throughout the organization in areas such as business development, marketing, manufacturing, sales, and end users should be an integral part of your risk management process. Third one is estimate risk. ISO 14971 requires medical device manufacturers to estimate risk by considering all possible negative consequences resulting from the use of their device. There are several ways to identify the risk in medical devices. Then you estimate its probability and impact as defined in the standards. Fourth one is control risk. Determine ways to minimize risk to an acceptable level, which must be clearly communicated to all stakeholders. We have now come to the conclusion of this session. In case you have any questions regarding today's topic, then please put them forward in the comment section of the video and we will be definitely answering them. See you soon. Till then, best wishes from TNV Academy. Thank you.